What's going on, guys? JFC here. It is Monday today, and usually Monday is a gamble pack day according to like our usual schedule. But EA for the last few weeks have just been doing their best to absolutely not stick to a schedule and release things on Sunday instead of Monday. That's what we saw today with an 89 plus Prime or World Cup Icon player pack, which I will have at the end of this video. I do not recommend doing this. We'll talk about all the content that came out today, but we'll talk about this one first because we're just right here. This is like 530k or something like that. It says on Footbin, I believe. It's just probably not worth it. So unless you really have a ton of fodder that you really want to put into an SBC and you just have nothing to do with it, then sure, go for it. But we do have some flashback SBCs leaked that we'll talk about in this video that you might want to hold on to some fodder for. Also, by the way, if you guys want to leave a comment down below asking a question about FIFA or just anything involving me or my channel in general, I think I want to make like a Q&A style video where I just talk about the state of FIFA and also just any questions you guys have about me. Remember like the old Nepenthes videos where we kind of just like talked about FIFA and responded to comments? I really liked those videos. I'd love to do that on my channel as well. So if you have any comments or anything like that, any questions, leave a comment and we will answer them in my video tomorrow. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Aside from these like normal market video that comes out every single day, right? Because we want to get you guys that information like as fast as possible with no interruptions, right? Always want to keep you guys filled in. If you look at some of the SBCs that came out today, we got a Kefren Turam SBC, and this card actually, it's pretty good. Now it's only 3-3 and it's high work rate. 6'4" is pretty insane. You can play CDM as well as center mid. And the stats are like solid all around, nothing too insane. I think the fact that he's 6'4" is a little bit unique and solid player trait. Means he's playing for the badge out there. But he looks like very good. And with Liga and links are always good, considering, you know, most people probably have Mbappe, they're sweat lords, right? You probably have an Mbappe or a Messi link or a Neymar link somewhere in there. Liga and links are pretty good. And I think Turam, all things considered, you know, it's only two squads, 83, 86. It's not the worst SBC ever, in my opinion. I think that there's a chance he's really good, or there's a chance he's a complete fraud. No, that kind of sounds dumb, but like, I think it's gonna be one of the two things. He's either gonna be really good or he's gonna suck. So if you've tried him, please let me know. I would love to see how good he is. Now, the market is continuing to kind of come down right now. It's the same thing that we saw yesterday, and it's even going further down, kind of what we expected it to be after looking at the market yesterday. Let's look at leaks now. Here's the mini release. We'll look at these cards in a second. We go to look at Footbin here. But a big flashback SBC being leaked is Mario Balotelli. Now, he plays in the Swiss League, I believe. So, with that being considered, yeah, Mario Balotelli, who is base 4-star. My guess is they'll probably make him like 5-star skills. I think they'll juice this card up because he's difficult to link, right? You have the Italy links are okay, like not the worst thing ever. But Swiss League, obviously, there's just no cards in the Swiss League. So that makes me think they're going to really want to make him really good, similar to what they did with Gareth Bale. And Gareth Bale, there's even more MLS links than there are Swiss League links, obviously. And they juice that end of an era Bale card. I would not be shocked if we see a flashback Mario Balotelli that is very good. Maybe 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Similar stats to this, maybe even higher in the shooting department. I think we could see really good stats in this Balotelli card. 84 plus times 5 should return this week. Why is the font so small? Did I do something to change this? Why is it so tiny? 84 plus times 5 should return. So we saw that earlier in the year in terms of content. Well, just like a few weeks ago, I believe. So it should be coming back. That's always a good SBC. It's usually kind of a rip, actually. If I remember right, it's kind of a rip off, but it's always good to just be able to put something like some of your untradeable high-rated duplicates into something at all times. That's always good. Sebastian Haller added to come as a flashback SBC. I don't know, are these stats predicted or expected? Because like, I don't know why he'd make that 99 physical and only 82 pace. Maybe this is going to be the stats on this card. I'm not sure, but Haller is a flashback card added to come. So I think this card is going to be, you know, if these are the stats, obviously it's not amazing, but with 99 physical intrigues me. Maybe it'll be a little bit higher in pace, and that'd be kind of cool. You know, I'm curious to see what this card looks like. I think we just need to wait and see. Also, we got some new packs added yesterday, I think. There's not much to cover, but it's just 81 plus 3 players pack. So I wouldn't be shocked if obviously today's upgrade pack day, we could see this being the upgrade pack. 81 times 3s. I think 81 times 3s are not the worst ever. I hope they're just kind of a mix of common and rare requirements and not like 11 rares, because that would suck. But I do think that they're not bad, if I remember right from Team of the Year. I think they were out during Team of the Year. I remember them not being the worst ever. Now let's refresh Footbin so we can check out these prices here. And yeah, what we're seeing is the market downturn continuing, especially in packs cards, definitely getting hit hard right now. Let's look at these mini release players quick. Malacia is 315k. He looks very good as well. I believe Malacia's body type in game, it's like the Mendy body type, I think. Is it okay, short and lean. I don't remember it being lean. I thought it was like a little bit like the Mendy body type, but this card in-game stats look decent. I don't know why is the graph in front of the stats? Wait, is that a new thing? Why is it like that? I hate that. But Malacia 315. Okay, I still expect him to come down from that price. Same with Bottichile. You know, only 81 pace on him. I know it's crazy to say only 81 pace on center backs nowadays, but like there's a lot more special center backs with higher than 81 pace. I think this card, even with the great links it has, will probably just continue to drop. Even though it's only 94,000, I still think it'll drop even further from this point. He does have 88 sprint speed, which is a good, like that's the more important pace stat in terms of a center back, in my opinion, plus lengthy. So he's not going to feel slow in game or anything like that, but just that 81 pace will throw people off. 96 strength, though, is pretty awesome. Probably not a very bad card. Then we got Burkhart as well, who just kind of seems like an all right card. He actually looks okay face stat-wise. He's 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. And looking at his stats in game, 76 composure is a bit rough, but the sprint speed and acceleration is good. Finishing 88 is all right. Passing is long pass 68, kind of sucks. Physicals are decent. Decent card, nothing more than probably exactly what his price should be. A starter Bundesliga striker card is probably what he is. Looking at like the rest of these guys, though, Kvara's skill is 570. Everybody who's 1.1 million. There's people out there that bought that card at 1.1 million and have not sold him yet. He's 570. That was just the fact he was ever that price is insane. Enzo 1.3, he was like close to 2 mil at one point. Musiala 1.4, he was close to 2 mil as well. Mudryk is under 1 million coins, 976k, dropping a decent amount there. It looks like we're just seeing a pretty standard Sunday sell-off, and some cards are dropping more than the usual Sunday sell-off, but it does look like the market was just a bit too inflated over the course of like Thursday and Friday last week, so it's going back down to kind of what it's resting at for the most part, for like or what it should be resting at, right? But I still think that we're looking good in terms of like waiting to buy teams until like closer to Friday. She'll get road to the final. We are getting road to the final. That's confirmed, but we should be getting something else is my guess as well, depending on how good the road to the final team is. If we get like a juice road to the final team, right, then maybe it's just going to be that. But we could see 2 promos. That could lead to some panic for sure. I think it's good to wait and see what leaks we get until that day. I think for buying future stars cards is going to be the same thing. I think waiting until that day is going to be good. Later in the week, like Wednesday or Thursday, seeing if we want to buy some cards at that date. We've got some knowledge on what the heck the next promo is going to be, because I don't know other than road to the final, right? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. Obviously, Gamble Pack came out today, right? The World Cup icon, Prime icon came out today, and we did see some fodder rises in some of the ratings that I liked. Not a ton of a rise, but definitely some. 87s, are we talking about like 23-ish K yesterday? 24.5, they were 25k earlier, only a couple thousand coins up, but they still went up nonetheless. 89s went up like 3k or so. Definitely, they were like one of the better ones if you bought. It's not a ton of profit, but it's something at least in terms of like a weekly fodder investment, right? And the reason that they didn't go up a ton is because it was very expensive, right? This SBC came out and it wasn't just 188 and 183. If that was the case, 88s would have gone super high, 89s would have gone super high, 87s would have gone super high, but it was pretty expensive, and that kind of drew people away from the SBC itself, so it didn't rise a ton. And looking at fodder now, could we get something today, right? Monday is usually a day we're probably going to get an upgrade pack today and a player SBC. My guess is we will get like a Balotelli today plus an upgrade pack with the 81 times 3. That's kind of enough content for them for today. Of course, we haven't had a double gamble pack in a while. The 84 times 5, Sheriff did say is coming. If that's the case, could see some 85 rises. 85s, 12,000. Price ranges were upped on 85s. They could go higher, but I think 84s could definitely go higher than this. They can go to 6K, definitely. But I think 84 times 5 for them would probably want, you know, an 85 rated squad, right? I don't remember what the requirements were last time. Maybe it was just an 84 rated. I don't remember. But it seems to me like these two ratings here could do okay with the 84 times 5. So for another gamble pack, if I do think one of these weeks we're going to get a double gamble pack. I do. We haven't had one in a while. And if that's the case, one of these ratings is going up, and I think these two are probably going to be the better ones, in my opinion. That just seems to make the most sense to me. All right, who's ready for this absolute rip-off of a pack? I'm going to roulette it. If you hate roulette, I apologize. Roulettes are just mad fun to me. All right, they really are. Let's rip it and just hope it's not a goddamn duplicate, please, God. It's in the club. It is not a duplicate. My pack look, if you're new around to the channel, I have gotten in an icon pack this year. I've had Pele. Mid Pele and an icon pack. Also Mateus. Mateus is not here, but I've had some pretty decent luck in icon packs, but I've also done every single one that's come out. So like, if you look at it that way, maybe it's not the most insane luck, but I think if you pack Pele, you have to be considered to have some luck, right? You can't complain about packing Pele. Wales, don't even think there can be anything. Gareth Bale. Ukraine, Prime Shevchenko would suck. Oh, that just gave me a heart attack. It is the lone Shevchenko. Sweden, Prime Henrik Larsson, I don't even know if it can be. Some of these I don't know. I have Dalglish, so don't panic. There's Kenny. I'm just gonna look through all of them anyway. Serbia, nope. Russia, Mr. Levyash in the hat, nope. Romania, Haji, that survived this page here. Keen, Ireland, please God, thank you. Survived it. George Best, I would absolutely adore. Never George Best. Mexico, I would not really like. Let's see, thank you. Ivory Coast, Didier Drogba, no. Hungary, Puskas would be amazing. It's not. Denmark, God, no, please God, thank you. Finland, dear God, no. Ghana, Essien would be all right. Nope. Cameroon, I have mid-Eto, so I don't want the prime. That would have been bad. Croatia, Davor Suker would be bad. Don't have him. Czech Republic would be bad. It is not. We're escaping everything so far. That is good. Bulgaria, Stoichkov. Stoichkov would be all right, the prime Stoichkov, and it is. That's actually not the worst ever. I think he's like about the price of the pack, right? This card is really good. Like, it is really good. Just the 3-star weak foot kind of throws you off a little bit, but like, the in-game stats are great on this card, especially the like the physicals as well. I think physicals are important in this game. This card has that. I definitely would be down to try him. I've not used Prime Stoichkov this year. I definitely would be down to try him, and I'm gonna try him. The shooting looks impeccable. 4-star skills is kind of like the minimum that you need, in my opinion. Unless you're Erling Haaland, then you just have special powers. But I'm okay with that. What is his price? Yeah, he's 705, so that's more than the SBC is worth. So honestly, I'll take that. Anything more than the SBC, considering it's kind of a rip-off, right? I guess we'll take it. So like I said earlier in the video, leave a question or comment down below. I will answer all of them in a video coming up very soon. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. See you next video very, very soon. Peace.